Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, and today let's unbox the C7 Pro from Samsung and take a quick look. Yes, this unboxing has been delayed, my apologies for that. I did receive the unit a little late. Anyway, opening up the box, we've got the C7 Pro itself. Let's peel the plastic off the back, off the front, now the IMEI sticker. Let's set this phone aside for the time being. We then have the SIM ejector tool, some leaflets, and for those who still want it, the SAR value information. Then there are the in-ear earphones, a micro USB to Type-C converter, a USB Type-C cable, and an adaptive fast charger. The C7 Pro looks premium, but the design feels very derivative. We did cover the Galaxy C7 back in September, and the C7 Pro looks pretty much the same. It is a tad thicker, but still at 7mm, it's quite slim. It weighs in a few grams more than the C7 at 172 grams. This build reminds me a little too much of the iPhone, but the resemblances apart, I really like the build quality. Anyway, let's now take a closer look at the placements. To the front, on top, we have a 16-megapixel shooter. Remember, the Galaxy C7 had an 8-megapixel shooter here. Then there's the earpiece, sensors, Samsung branding, followed by a 5.7-inch Super AMOLED display with a full HD resolution. That means a pixel density of about 385 pixels per inch. At the bottom, we've got a physical home key flanked by capacitive keys that are backlit. The home key also has a fingerprint scanner built in. Unlike on the C7, this is an active scanner now. It is about as accurate as the one on the C9 Pro, meaning it's not as good as on other phones, but good enough for the most part. Unless you compare it side by side, you shouldn't have any issues. To the back, we've got a 16-megapixel rear camera with a dual-tone dual LED flash, followed by the Samsung branding. It's kinda weird to see Samsung incorporate dual-tone flashes on mid-rangers while the flagship phones get a single LED flash. If you think that's weird, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, back to the placements. To the bottom, we have a 3.5mm headphone jack, the primary microphone, speaker, and a USB Type-C port. Again, an upgrade from micro USB on the Galaxy C7. The volume rockers are present to the left, there is a secondary noise cancelling microphone up top and a power button to the right along with a tray. This tray can take either 2 SIM cards or a SIM and a micro SD card. Now underneath the hood, we again have an upgrade. While the Galaxy C7 sported a Snapdragon 625 chip, the C7 Pro has a 626 chip inside. That's a 10% boost in clock speeds. We have Adreno 506 handling GPU duties and still 4 gigs of RAM. There are 64 gigs of onboard storage, and all this is backed up by a 3300 mAh battery. Sadly, the C7 Pro still runs on Android 6 Marshmallow. We've got Samsung's TouchWiz UI on top. The user interface feels smooth. We have support for themes, Knox, multi-window for enhanced multitasking, the ultra power saving mode, the private mode, blah blah blah. All the regular Samsung features, barring Samsung Pay, that is not available here. Thankfully though, the auto brightness sensor is present, and unlike with the C7, even haptic feedback is enabled here. The 16-megapixel rear camera is the same one from the C7, and we've seen that in our review. It was quite good. The wide f1.9 aperture makes for some nice shallow depth of field. The Pro mode though is again depreciated, just the basics here. Video capture is capped at 1080p 30fps, though the camera hardware itself and the chip inside are capable of supporting 4K, Samsung has disabled it. The front-facing shooter has a wide-angle lens with an f1.9 aperture again. Anyway, these are some quick samples that I shot around the office. How do you think they turned out? Let me know in the comments below. So guys, that's it for this quick unboxing and hands-on with Samsung's Galaxy C7 Pro. I'll continue testing it out and come out with a review quite soon. This phone is available in India for 28,000 rupees via Amazon. At this price though, I see it getting real close to the OnePlus 3T territory. Like I mentioned in my unboxing of the C7, this seems to be Samsung providing an alternative to the OnePlus 3T. Yes, the C7 Pro doesn't have the hardware underneath. You can't compare a 626 to a 821. But I guess this is Samsung's way of saying if you want a phone from a tier 1 manufacturer at this price point, but if you don't want to compromise on looks or camera, then the C7 Pro might just make sense for you. Anyway, I'll have more for you in my full review. If you do want to pick a C7 Pro up, I'll leave direct links to Amazon in the description below. Use them, it helps the channel out. So that's it for this video, guys. Vote it down if you hated it, but if you did like it, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. If you have already subscribed, hit that bell icon to make sure you get notified each time a new video goes live here on C4eTech. So thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, this here's Ash. You've been watching C4eTech and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye now.